Yo, it's your boy Smoke about the Madden video, and today's video we'll be doing NFL power rankings heading into week 7. 7 weeks deep into the NFL season. It really doesn't feel like it, if I'm being honest, but we got a lot of headlines and stories to go over. Just wanted to say real quick, if you guys don't know how we do power rankings, it's kind of just about how everybody else does power rankings. Strength of schedule, actual roster, depth chart, coaching, performance, and obviously record. But I don't want you guys thinking it's just off record. Obviously, there's so much more to just record. I mean, there's like the depth chart, how they play, how they perform, is because if you look at a team like the Baltimore Ravens, their roster should be good, but their record is bad. So anyway, those kind of even out. I don't want you guys thinking this is just standings. This is power rankings. So anyway, coming at 32 is going to be the New York Jets. They have yet to win a football game. Not a very talented roster. I mean, defense isn't too bad, but Justin Fields, it isn't looking like a starter, to be honest. And that's kind of sad to say because I think Justin Fields was pretty solid, at least in college, and I just wanted to see his career pan out, but it's looking like he's going to be a career backup. 31, I got the New Orleans Saints. Now, they did lose, but they really can't go back a spot. And it was somewhat close against the New England Patriots, a lot closer than I kind of thought it would be. The run defense was actually really solid for the New Orleans Saints. So, I mean, hey, that's a positive, I guess. But, yeah, they weren't able to get a win, so they're going to stay at 31. 30, I got the Miami Dolphins. They actually had a really, really close game against the Los Angeles Chargers, but they weren't able to get it done. Tua Tagovailoa had a horrible game. I believe he had 1 passing touchdown and 3 interceptions. Devon Achane couldn't win the game alone. And then we got the Tennessee Titans after their 20-10 loss against the Las Vegas Raiders. And let's just say that's not very pretty as well for the Tennessee Titans. So, yeah. Also, Brian Callahan got fired. At 28, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to be moving up 1 spot. Not really that great of a roster, and they only have 2 wins on the season, but they did just get their second win. Ashton Genty seems to be getting better and better week by week, so there's a couple positives there for the Raiders. 27 is the Cincinnati Bengals. Even though they did have somewhat of a close game against the Green Bay Packers, I'm going to keep the Bengals there. Until they can at least get a win, they're probably going to stay at the same exact spot. 26, the Cleveland Browns. They're going to stay the same even though they lost. Again, they really can't go behind anybody because I feel like everyone on this list I would put behind them. But, yeah, the Cleveland Browns, I don't know why they are passing the ball 52 times with Dylan Gabriel as their starter. That is insane. I would run the ball more, first of all, and I would give it to Quinshon Judkins. I actually really like Quinshon Judkins. I think he's pretty solid. 25 is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. They almost pulled off a win with Jacoby Brissett against the Indianapolis Colts, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. So that's fairly impressive, but they did lose, so they're going to stay in the same spot as well. 24, I have the Dallas Cowboys going back 3 spots, and that's pretty embarrassing that they lost to the Carolina Panthers, if you think about it. The Carolina Panthers are a 500 team in the National Football League. That is insane to think about. But, hey, they're getting it done. Rico Dowdle is doing spectacular these last 2 games, and he gets a good revenge game against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys just not having good rush defense at all. 23 is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. I'm sorry, Ravens fans. I tried my hardest to keep you guys in the top 15-ish for as long as I could, but no, you guys are dog shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell is going on in Baltimore. The defense is absolutely god-awful. Obviously, Lamar's hurt, so that doesn't help either, but this is absolutely horrible for the Baltimore Ravens. They're sitting at 23, going down 10 spots after the 3-17 loss against the Los Angeles Rams. 22, I have the Carolina Panthers. Now, I did just say they're 500, but they don't have the most talented roster, so they're going to stick around the 22 range. If they can pick up a few more wins, maybe they'll go up. 21, Houston Texans coming off the bye week, and just naturally, since the Ravens plummeted so far down, the Texans, even though they did nothing, since they were on the bye, they're going to go up a spot just because the Ravens suck so bad. And I think it's always funny when teams move around in their bye week, but I promise I don't try to move teams around in their bye week, but it just sometimes naturally occurs like it did for the Houston Texans. 20, I have the New England Patriots. Now, They did win. So I know your guys are going to be like, what the hell? Going back 3 spots for a win? Yes, they didn't look good at all whatsoever. They only got that win because they were facing the worst team in the National Football League. And I'm sorry, just because you get a pity win against the one of the worst teams in the league, I am not going to say you played a great game. Realistically, look in the mirror. Did they play a great game? Absolutely not. The rush was horrible. Drake May had flashes of being good, and I like Drake May, and he did do really good against the Buffalo Bills 2 weeks ago, but hey, they are going to need to establish that run game, figure out their fumbling problems, either give the ball to Travion Henderson or not. And if you were to personally ask me, I would say, hey, they should give the ball to Travion Henderson more. But anyway, that is why they're going down 3 spots. It's not the end of the world, New England. I know you guys will probably be back up, but you faced the worst team in the league, and it wasn't a great coaching matchup. At least for Mike Vrabel did good. I'm mainly blaming the finger at offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. 19 is the New York Giants, and hey, Cam Scatterboo had a monster game. 3 rushing touchdowns. He didn't get 100 yards. He was very, very close to getting 100 yards, but still very impressive for Cam Scatterboo. Jackson Dart did solid against one of the best defenses in the league, the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Minnesota Vikings are going to go up 1 spot. And then 17, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars going down 2 spots. Not going to lie, after they pulled off that Chiefs win, 2 weeks, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. Once they pulled off that Chiefs win, and Trevor Lawrence got that rushing touchdown, I was ready to buy into the Jags. I was like, hey, I know the Jags aren't the greatest, but wow, they just keep racking up wins somehow. But they did lose against the Seattle Seahawks 12-20. That's got to hurt. Not that the Seahawks are bad, and that is where they Seahawks are going to land, actually, 16. They're the next team up. But not that the Seahawks are bad, but I just am not completely sold on them. Like, yeah, they're a solid team. I don't think they'll make much noise in the playoffs if they even actually make the playoffs. But they still, I mean, they beat the Jaguars 12-20. I'm going to put them up 4 spots. And then mainly JSN is the reason why they're going up so much. And also because of the win, obviously. 15 is San Francisco 49ers. They're going to go down 1 spot. Now, they still have that crutch to use that they have a lot of injuries. Now, injuries do impact people in their power rankings, but we've seen this gritty 49ers team sneak out a win, even with injuries against the Los Angeles Rams. So them losing against the Buccaneers does kind of suck, but Buccaneers, they are a very good team. So the San Francisco 49ers are going to go down 1 spot. 14, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go up 2 spots, and Aaron Rodgers keeps doing pretty solid. Kind of shocked TJ Watt didn't do much against the Cleveland Browns, but hey, it's whatever. And they also picked up a division win. That's another reason why they're going up 2 spots. 13, I got the Atlanta Falcons. They're going to go up 5 whole spots. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons, I don't know what it is. They will randomly just have a week where it's like the Falcons are fucking good. And then they'll have a week where it's like, oh, yep, it's the Falcons. I don't know what it is. But anyway, Bijan Robinson went absolutely crazy. I know that. And they beat the Buffalo Bills, one of the best teams in the league. So, yes, of course, the Falcons are going to go up 5 spots. 12, I got the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, they did win, but it was a very ugly win against the Dolphins. Not that Justin Herbert really did bad or anything. It was just a lot closer than it should have been. All-around team play could have been better, so they're going to stay in the same spot. 11 is going to be the Washington Commanders. They're going to go back 3 spots after losing to the Chicago Bears. I mean, come on, you guys should beat the Bears. And Jake Moody just went crazy. 10, I got the Chicago Bears. I mean, maybe people will say it's recency bias, but I feel like they at least need to be on top of the Washington Commanders, considering they just beat them. And then 9, I got the Los Angeles Rams going down 2 spots. Now, yes, I know they did just win 17-3, and the only reason they're going back 2 spots is because the Puka Nacua injury. That is scaring me. I don't like how he's hurt. He was already hurt last year. He was on pace to have a very, very good year. He might have won Triple Crown. He definitely was on pace to lead the league in receiving yards. But now everything's a little bit of a question mark for Puka Nacua on if he'll have a historic season or not. Definitely a historic start to the season, but we'll see if he ends it with maybe in the record book or in his name for Offensive Player of the Year or something like that. But anyway, that is a crucial, crucial loss. And I think the Rams will be just fine, but I still got to put them down 2 spots because of it. 8, I got the Green Bay Packers, even though they did win against the Cincinnati Bengals. And you guys might think I'm just a professional hater, hating on these teams that won. But I'm sorry, dude. The Green Bay Packers, They were neck and neck with the Bengals until the third quarter. You guys have got to be better than that. Later or early in the year, you guys also tied with the Cowboys. You guys have got to be better than that. Again, the Packers are a very good team, all around solid. I like a lot of people. I like the receiving core, but they need to find consistency, and so does Jordan Love. So they're going to be 8. 7, I have the Indianapolis Colts after they squeak out a win against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, they're only going to go up 2 spots because they barely beat Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals. But, I mean, still a very impressive 5-1 record on the year. I mean, no matter who they face next week, if the Colts get another win, I promise they'll be a top 3 team. I don't even care. If I have to bump someone down who wins, the Colts will be a top 3 team if they win next week. And then 6, I got the Denver Broncos. Yes, they did get a win, but that was a very sloppy, ugly performance against the New York Jets. I believe they only won by 1 point. And then 5, I got the Kansas City Chiefs going up 2 spots after they take down what I was saying the best team in the league was the Detroit Lions for only a week. But yeah, I did say it. And then the Lions go on and disappoint. So it's like, hey, man, Lions did me dirty. I kind of should never lied on them, I guess. But the Chiefs are doing pretty solid, and Rashid Rice is coming back from suspension as well. All right, 4, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. After that, let's be honest. Even though the Eagles are a really good team, let's be honest here. That was an embarrassing loss on Thursday Night Football. A division rival, 2 rookies, Cam Skadaboo and Jackson Dart, dicked all over one of the best defenses in the league. And then also the Giants' defense. Now, their defensive line isn't quite... I like their defensive line. But other than that, it's not super scary. I mean, there's a few flashes, but, this is supposed to be Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. You are supposed to own the New York Giants defense, and they only put up 17 points. 3, I have the Buffalo Bills, and if the Bills lose to another opponent that isn't worth a damn, they are going to be dropping as well. They're lucky they're only going down 1 spot, but Josh Allen and the Bills, they like doing this. They like going against a shitty team and just playing absolutely like shit. But then if it's a good team or if it's a mid team, they'll do good. 2, I have the Detroit Lions are going to go down 1 spot after losing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Feel like they can't be the kings of the NFL anymore. Still a very good team in my eyes, but don't think they could be number 1. And number 1 is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm sorry. I don't even think it's debatable, to be honest. They're 5-1. Yes, I know I said injuries impact it, but they are playing just as good with having Bucky Irving injured, with having Mike Evans injured, with having Chris Godwin injured. Baker Mayfield is playing like an MVP. The defense is even doing solid. Rashad White is proving he's one of the best backup running backs in the league. Sean Tucker is even doing good. And it's mainly just Baker Mayfield. And they have a solid offensive line, and they got a solid defense, but it's the Baker Mayfield show right now in the NFL, at least with 7 weeks into the season. All right, guys, that is around the end of the video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 26 and NFL content in general. If you guys are interested in a podcast where we talk about NHL and NFL, it's called the Face Mask Podcast. It is run by me and 2 other guys on the channel, so I'll link that down below. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.